Hi guys, welcome to Draw with Sandee at the Little Artistic Nook. Today we'll be drawing this cute little cake. To begin, let's start off by drawing an oval for our cake's eye. From the top of this oval, extend a small line to create an eyelid. Then, let's make our first highlight on the side by drawing a curved line that matches the outside edge of the eye. Draw a heart shape along the bottom of the eye for its large highlight, and then a small dot just above that for a little highlight. Then go ahead and color in all around. Let's give our cake a little smile by just coming to about center of the eye and drawing a shallow curve from the left side towards the right side. And now we can draw in a second oval for our cake's other eye. You want to try your best to make these about the same size. Sweep in a small eyelid, and then once again, let's draw that curve along the left side of the eye, a heart along the bottom, and top it with a little dot, and then shade in your eye. Now we're going to give our cake some rosy cheeks, so just come to the outside edge of one eye and sweep a curved line all the way underneath and close it on the other side. Repeat this under your second eye. To draw out the bottom of my cake, I'm going to come just below the cheeks and I'm going to draw a line that follows the bottom of my page. You want this line to extend past the eyes. Now let's draw a straight line towards the top of the page, stopping maybe halfway for one side of our cake. Then you can do the same thing on the other side, drawing up to about the same height. Now let's draw another horizontal line in between your two vertical lines just above the top of the eyes. The next thing I'm going to do is draw in some filling. So I'm going to do this by just drawing wavy lines from the left side to the right side of my cake. And then I'm going to draw just one more horizontal line going straight across. And this time I'm getting a little close to my eyes, so I'm just going to break the line and just draw that line around the face. Add in some little eyebrows so that they're in front of the filling. Now let's go ahead and close off the top of our cake. And my cake's going to have some drippy icing up here, so I'm going to close it off with some big wavy lines. So you can make some of them shallow and some of them long, whatever you like. Now come to the bottom left corner of your cake and draw just a small line towards the left side of your page. Then draw from the corner all the way up towards the top of your cake and go just a little bit higher than the very top. We're going to add some decorations on the top of our cake, and since I'm using marker, I'm not going to draw in a line, but instead I'm going to just make a little point as if I was drawing a big triangle at the top. If you're using pencil, you can just draw with your pencil this full triangle shape. So since I know roughly where my triangle is going to be, I place that little dot and it's just about in line with the left eye there. I'm going to start to draw in some decorations here. So I'm making some roses by just swirling a line, and I think I'm going to do maybe 4 of these. So just start from the center of your spiral and spiral out, and when you come to the end, just connect it so that it's a closed circle. Remember, if you've drawn a triangle, you can always erase the pencil line underneath after you're done coloring your picture. Now let's add in some little leaves by just drawing some little curved lines and meeting them at a point in behind these little roses. My roses have some pretty big gaps between them, and sometimes I'm closing off the leaf and sometimes I'm not. You can choose which way you like better. I'm also going to put some leaves on the bottom of my roses. To make some little chocolate curls, I'm just going to draw a little wavy line, and then I'm going to create another wavy line that matches it and close it off the ends with 2 little straight lines. You can do as many of these as you like. I'm even going to put some, I think, in behind the roses. So they don't all have to be laying down. That one is just going to be peeking up. So these are those yummy little chocolate curls that you always get on the back of a yummy chocolate cake. I'm also going to add one more special decoration on top of the cake. So to close off the other side, I'm just going to bring the right corner towards that last rose, which is the top of my cake. I'm going to leave an opening, but again, if you haven't already drawn your triangle with pencil, you can just draw that line straight across. So let's draw in some whipped cream by drawing a curved line. And then from the very top, bring it together to a little point and curve another line out so you have something that looks like a big raindrop. You can then draw a little line underneath it so that it looks like it's sitting in the icing. From the point, draw a curved line that mirrors the outside edge, and then make a second line that also mirrors. This is your little blob of whipped cream. Now I'm going to create another chocolate swirl by drawing a straight line up towards that opening at the top of my cake, and then a second straight line so that I'm making something that looks like a rectangle with an open top. Close it off with a little U, and then from one side I'm just going to draw a spiral but leave it open so that it looks like I have a little roll of chocolate. Then, since there's still a space at the top of my cake, I'm just going to close it off. Now it's time to give the cake some little arms, so coming just beside the face, I'm going to draw out a little line with a little circle at the bottom for a hand. Do this on the other side. Then from underneath, just draw 2 little lines with 2 little circles for the feet. Now I'm going to just draw a straight line underneath my cake so that he has something to stand on, just coming in behind the feet and extending all the way to the right side of the page. Now it's time to add in some whimsical details, so I'm going to make some little candles sitting on the ground. To do this, I'm going to make shapes that are almost like rectangles, but just not perfect. The less perfect they are, the more whimsical and cute they are. Feel free to make as many of these as you want, and definitely make them different heights. Once you have some rectangles, then you can add in some decorations on your candles like I am, just some diagonal lines. You can leave them solid, whatever you like. To do the flames, I draw just a little line at the top, and then I create a raindrop shape that just touches the very top of that small line. Add a face for extra cuteness. I'm going to give my cake one more little candle friend on the left side. This time I'm going to have him leaning over just a little bit. So drawing my little rectangle shape, adding in some decoration, and then the little line from the top and my raindrop flame. For a final detail, I'm just going to add in some little rosebuds floating in the air. So start by drawing a spiral and then closing it when you think it's big enough. And go ahead and add in some leaves, this time starting right at the edge of your flower and drawing out whatever kind of leaf you like. Mine usually come to a point, and you can go ahead and add any details like veins in your leaves. I'm going to do a second flower just here on the left, and this time I think I'm going to leave my leaves just bare. Thank you so much for drawing with me today, guys. If you liked this tutorial, don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video and subscribe to my channel. So until next time for another Draw with Sandee at the Little Artistic Nook, keep making art and keep smiling.